All right, Capricorns, welcome to September. This is your monthly tarot reading. So we're going to dig in here and see what's going on for you all this month. Get some information and guidance that can best help you on for your best and highest good. Themes and reflections for the month. So we are in Virgo season, which means the sun is in Virgo. So the themes and reflections are health, organization, and no, I forgot the last. Oops, here it is. Sorry, let me open it up. I forgot. So it's health, organization, and service. So as usual, kind of sit on those themes and they're going to come up for you this month. What is it how you can grow and expand in those areas? Especially health seems to be a big one that's been coming up for a lot of people, even myself. There's like this, it's almost like it's time, if you haven't really been keeping up harmony within yourself. Health stuff's really coming up for a lot of people, so we need to dig into that from a holistic standpoint. Again, health is, if you've ever heard the book or read it, but it's called Your Body Keeps the Score. So all health, physical related things are just flags. They're just symptoms of a deeper rooted emotional kind of root or psychological. So we need to deal with obviously the physical, but if you just deal with the physical and don't deal with the emotional or psychological, then that physical piece is it's going to continue to come up. All right. We also have eclipse season kicking off as well. So we have, well, by the time I post this, we just had the full Pisces blood moon eclipse on Saturday, the 6th, sorry. Okay, so there's a lot of eclipse energy, which eclipse energy is about regeneration, transformation, kind of renewal. It's really wonderful time. It's intense, but also wonderful because it is helping us it's kind of a way for the astrology and the energy to help us, to support us in clearing, cleaning, renewing energy. All right, let's get started for Capricorns. I'm already into fall, Halloween here, so I got my Halloween themes card, so I'm going to pull a Halloween oracle first. We got Remembrance, the Lamp, and Trick or Treat, Mischief and Play. So I feel like these eclipses for you Capricorn this month, there is going to be some, like, things are going to be coming up for you from the past, kind of nostalgia, or to me, the lamp is like shining a light on things that bring us nostalgia or, again, remembrance here, but there is something that's coming up for us. It could be calling for you. There could be a message there. In that, there could be past ancestors trying to connect with you. But I do want to read this Trick or Treat card for you. So, Mischief and Play. Should you receive this card, it may well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has, at its core, a sense of irreverent fun. So depending how this shows up in your life, again, it's calling to two kind of messages here. So for some of you, it is going to be around letting go, not being so serious or like focusing too much on like the details. What's interesting is, you know, the theme and reflection is, when we think of Virgo, is like organization, is details. And this could represent some of you who tend to be too far in the extreme of all you do is focus too much on the details and the organization and, you know, the logic of things. And it's kind of calling out for you to let go and have fun. And maybe it is remembering times when you weren't as feel like you need to control, or you were able to let go and have more fun. And maybe it's looking back at childhood as well, of remembering the innocence and the playfulness that you have, and kind of harnessing that energy now. And then for some of you, you know, this mischief and play, there is something here between a balance between manipulation and fun that is kind of, like it says, irreverent fun. So this manipulation, to me, what I'm getting is more around controlling things and manipulating things to get what you want. So that could reference maybe someone you're dealing with. This could be something that comes back from the past as a pattern. Maybe it's a pattern with people in your life, or maybe this is a kind of a shining a light on yourself of, you know, and of course we never want to look at ourselves and say, oh, I'm a manipulator. But sometimes we can, you know, manipulation doesn't have to be so dark or so like bad. If you're trying to control situations to ensure that you get the outcome you want, that's manipulation, black and white. If someone, like, let's say even if it's your husband or wife or partner, and it's like there's something they want to do and you don't want them to do it, it's like, so you kind of have certain tactics of making them feel bad so they don't do it. That's manipulation too. So there just seems to be a theme here that to me is also a pattern that's coming up. For some of you, it's just telling you to lighten up, and it's a month to get out of the seriousness and have some fun. All right, so I'm gonna pull Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle. So we have Rejoice. So that can be reference a celebration to me. Mindful. I'm going to pull one more. Evolve. So again, this month with the eclipses, I do feel like there's opportunities to evolve, to progress, I'm hearing. So let's be mindful of, be very mindful of your actions, of your energy this month, of being mindful of how you interact with the world, even interact with yourself. And it's time to like rejoice. I'm feeling just this needing to lighten up and not be so focused or hardcore or controlling, or just maybe it's like too much work and no play type energy. But I think this is a time for you to almost learn some sort of lesson around that and evolve and make life easier for yourself moving forward. All right, underneath we have the Six of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Wheel, like that. Hermit energy, there's that kind of, to me, calling like the mindfulness and the evolution here. Magician, and then the Ten of Wands. Oop, I gotta pull the Strength. So, and I have to, this is the Five of Pentacles, just because I see the story here. So you could have been waiting for some sort of something to happen, or something to kind of, there's something around money here that you're overcoming. It could have been a money drought, or just money constraints here that are coming up. Maybe that's where you've been stuck in too much work, too much maybe stress, because again, there's something with money here. And I feel like it's been kind of a period of time that this has been difficult, or there's been work's been stressful or something like that. But I do feel like you've been waiting for just, maybe you've been working at a project or working on a client or something in business, whatever this is. It's like you've been waiting for success or recognition or something to go through that is going to pay off in some way. With the Wheel of Fortune, I do feel like in September, it's indicating that things are going to start, your luck's going to change, or things are going to just shift in a positive direction for you. And I feel like you've definitely been manifesting this and using your skills and your abilities to harness and manifest something that that you are going to overcome a period that's been, again, challenging or difficult and not sure of, like, maybe you've been carrying the load when it comes to work, or maybe even like, maybe you're the sole breadwinner in your family, but something's been where you're carrying all the weight here. And I feel like things are going to lighten up maybe when more abundance comes in, or money. But I think you've been doing some more inner kind of the hermit, right? You've been kind of really feeling things. Maybe you haven't been outwardly communicating or talking about them, but you've definitely been analyzing your life or a situation you're in or your work, or kind of how you've been, toiling away, and it's like, I need a change, or I need to do things differently here. So I do see a progression here. Same with this evolution, right? An evolution is really leveling up or expanding or shifting out of something where you were and moving, shifting into something else, which I like, because it seems like things have been maybe a little difficult, or just, you've been in a place where it's like I said, I feel feeling this like drought period here. So let's keep going. We have the Seven of Cups, the Death card, Eight of Wands. So for some of you, you've been in a place of confusion about us. You're just like confused in general. It could be some confusion around a situation, but all of a sudden, I feel like the confusion ends. Something has to end or change, and then all of a sudden things can move forward quickly. There could be some communication around a big change or ending here. And it's like you're finally doing something that you really want and desire here with that Seven of Cups. Let's keep pulling and see what else comes up. Yeah, the Empress, Ace of Cups. So this to me is more saying that there's an opportunity for you to do something different or make a change in your life. To me, the Death card is a pretty big change. But with the Ace of Cups, I like that combo. That's a positive change or ending for you. And I think it's something that you actually choose. But with the Empress here, I do feel like you have the Empress and the Magician here. And that can be energy of, like, for one, manifesting. But with the Empress, it's like you've been gestating something that's about to be birthed. Something new is about to come in, like a new beginning, or something's finally like in the physical happening for you. And with the Seven of Cups, it's something that you've really desired and wanted. Six of Cups. There's that, interesting. That's like the card of nostalgia in the past, which we also have the Remembrance card. This also could refer to, so again, this could be communication from someone from the past. This could be something coming back, like an opportunity coming back from the past. That maybe that didn't work out in the past, but now all of a sudden it's like presenting itself again. Like it's, it's a new opportunity, but yet it's not brand new. It was something that happened in the past that kind of didn't work out, but I do feel there's something around that. Hanged Man. Ace of Wands. Wow, 2 aces. So yeah, definitely a lot of new energy here. King of Wands. So I do feel like this, whatever's coming back from the past is tied to this King of Wands. This could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or this is referencing just, it could be a male figure. This is tied to. But I feel like there is something coming back here, but it's good. It's good indication of something that, if you're kind of like, is this, you know, because of what happened in the past, I do feel like this is actually going to actually go through this time. But I think this is really going to be something big as far as new energy that's infusing in, that's going to help, again, bring in some new abundance or opportunities, or just, you know, positive shifts forward for you. But there is a little, to me, with the Hangman about, I think this time around you need to kind of see things in a different perspective, maybe. Don't just kind of, you know, like apply the old perspective you had on this person or something and just, you know, approach it the exact same way. I think this is needing some new energy, and kind of almost like, don't see things through the lens of the past. Because there's definitely a lot of messaging around the past here. So there was definitely something in the past. Let me see. Let's get a clarifier for the 6 of Cups. The King of Pentacles. Yeah. And the first thing that came to me is, so whatever happened in the past, this was tied to, it could be the same person, but I feel like in the past they were so focused on the money, if that makes sense, or so focused on how this looks. And there was a little too much that caused a lot of challenge or heartache for you. This definitely was a situation that caused you a lot of heartache or difficulty here. What's this 8 of Wands? The Devil. Yeah, there's definitely some energy of fear here. There's a little bit of victim mentality coming up here. And this could kind of be tied to how someone may communicate this, or just tied around communication, or this is kind of what is preventing it from moving forward. So I think this is what I feel like needs to really be you need to observe, because if this is you, I think there needs to be some observing of, like, maybe this is kind of a pattern of you, just how you automatically react, especially to this situation or person because of the past. But I feel like it's definitely time to overcome this. What's the Death card? 8 of Cups. Ooh. 8 and 8. 8 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. So this could be a change in job and work. So this could also be a new opportunity for like a change in work, or company, or some sort of big change. Because with the Death card, yeah, and the 8 of Cups, that's definitely about ending or changing and walking away, or walking away from something. And it's tied to work. So this is definitely tied to work. But with the aces, again, I feel like you're doing it because there's some better opportunity for you. Let's get, what's one for the 2 aces? Page of Cups. Yeah, there's definitely an opportunity. 4 of Swords. So an opportunity comes around, and you kind of, I guess your initial approach is, well, let me think about it, and you kind of sit on it for a little bit. But I definitely feel like this is going to be more fulfilling for you. I feel like it's more of a passion project, or something that you're going to have more passion in and be more inspired. And it's almost like it'll bring out the best version of yourself. maybe the old or the current situation just kind of brings out the worst in you and you kind of feel stuck in it and maybe you felt stagnant. Okay. So things are moving in a good direction. I also feel this is going to impact your money situation. So there's going to be more opportunity for more pay or more commission or whatever your type of work is in. Interesting, Capricorn. So you, something just came to me too. So if this isn't work related, there's definitely something around a focus on money and a lack of money. And I think you want something, someone wants something here. They want something new, to create something new here, or they want something to happen. And I think someone's really passionate about this. So again, if this isn't work, it could be a personal situation or relationship, but I do feel like there's a little bit of like, someone's afraid of buying into this change because of money. But I feel like you need to come up with a new approach to maybe address the money situation here to overcome this. I mean, things are looking good, but someone's not thinking of the money at all and someone's thinking of the money. And I do feel like you need to kind of both compromise. And it's maybe that one person doesn't get what they want when they want it. And maybe they need to wait a little bit or even like put it on the back burner for a little bit. But it doesn't mean, I think it's just going to push it out a little bit more. But I don't see that it can't happen. That just came to me. So I want to tell you guys. All right, Capricorns, thanks for joining in. Enjoy your month. And I will see you in the next reading.